Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Welcome to a show con Maricel about nothing and what?
And a little bit about everything with Elizabeth.
Yeah,
Yay!
cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Mm,
it was a hot weekend.
it was a hot weekend. And now we get this little nice, it's not that hot, but it's kind of cool outside, which is pretty cool. And I'm a little cold, so look, we have a blanket, which is kind of weird.
I'm not
And
gonna
everything.
comment.
You know, no comments.
Not gonna comment because it is hot.
It is, well, it's
But
hot out there, but not in here where I'm at and stuff. So yeah, it
yeah,
was a warm weekend, and we spent some time together, which was pretty
we
awesome.
did. It was fun. We had fun. I also spent some time with Tamika at the garage sale for
Yes.
some hero project. That was nice. We're like, rain, rain, go away. So we had a good day on Friday and bought a couple stuff and books and stuff like that. Personally, I love garage sales.
I do too.
I love it. I love it. So anybody knows of a good one, let us know.
My ideal weekend, not yet happened, is to do like a garage, like hop from one garage sale to the other. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to even know how to find those treasures that is gonna result in me making $100,000 when I go sell it at an auction.
Yeah, no, most definitely. You'll find some good stuff. And I'm like, $2? Oh, Lord, yes. I'll even tip them.
It's amazing, right? The deals that you find at garage sales, and then you go out and you buy it at the store, and it'll cost you like 100% more than when you would have paid at a garage sale. Those are awesome. I love those.
Yes, yes. We should probably try to do like a garage hunt and then we'll see what we found and bring it back to our next show and people can let us know about garage sales. So
Not our next show, but a show, because
okay.
I am not going to the garage shows this weekend. So we watched Walter Mercado, right? No, mucho amor.
Como es mucho, mucho amor.
Mucho. Such an interesting
Definitely.
story. I have to say that I didn't know he was from Puerto Rico.
And from Ponce.
And your bones, yes.
From Ponce. So, I mean, all I knew about Walter Mercado growing up was like mom shushing you. Espérate, te dije que espérate. She would get like really, really upset. If it, I'm like, I didn't know what was going on, pero no. Vilgo. Man, and if I was close at times, maybe I would get a smack in the head. That was very important back in the day to my mom. And I think for a lot of people, for us as watching this story now, what my mom was looking forward to. So it was very interesting to see.
Yeah. I I never watched him, I'm gonna admit to the audience, because he was kind of weird. At least that's the way I perceived him. Or maybe I didn't have an interest in astrology. I don't know. But I didn't watch him. But I knew that he was a famous individual in the homes of many Latinos because I remember my mom kind of glancing at it too. But I
Mm.
just loved the story. I loved his history. I loved how his mom embraced who he was and can think about it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, parents were not as open as they are today about someone's sexuality, and not that they ever admitted what sexuality meant for him in this show, other than that he said he has sex with life, which I can get it. I think you can have different pleasures with different aspects of life. you know, you can have a cup of coffee and be like, this is so good.
Like
So,
Harry met Sally in the coffee shop.
yeah. I love the way he put that in perspective, but I have to give kudos to his parents or his mother for embracing him. I thought that was like the pretty neat
Yeah.
stuff. It just, I don't know. There was just something about the show that everybody started talking about posting. They were posting on Facebook about watch the Mercado. But I'm glad that you insisted that I watch it. It was good.
Most definitely. I mean, it was a lot of quotes, and one of them that they mentioned was if he would have had came out back then, maybe his show wasn't as successful. And that I thought about when Ellen came out, but that was like decades later. But she
Mm-hmm.
still did, and it was like really skeptical. But back in the days, I guess they just didn't at all. So, but his show was very successful. I didn't know how successful he was until actually watching the series. So everybody go watch it. It's very interesting, very informative. And then if you did get smacked in the head, then now you know why. That was important to mom and to grandma. Yes.
So let me ask you something, because you're talking about, had he come out back then, right? The show may have not been successful. But do you think that had he come out, that maybe the issue of LGBT in Puerto Rico would be more widely accepted? Because there's a large number of violence against this community right now, that if he set the stage, maybe it would be different for them today?
Well, everybody knew he was, but
Yes.
everybody knew he was, but yet you don't talk about it. You don't show no affection, and they look at you for the star that you are. That's how they looked at him, not at
Mm-hmm.
what his sexuality was. They just looked away because if you come to think about it, that's what a lot of back in the days people did. It was look away. Infidelity,
Oh my
sterilization,
gosh, yes.
stuff that was going on. They just looked away. I mean, who would go? Who would go into some therapy in Puerto Rico back in the days? Nadie. Era una bofetada y para el closet, una chancletazo, and you're cured. There's nothing wrong with you.
That's right. I can hear my parents saying, or my mother would say something. If this were the situation, she said, "Ay, Mamma Maria, pero Lisa," like that's what she does when she's surprised to hear something, or she's kind of in shock. She's, pero Lisa, yo no lo puedo creer. Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because it's interesting that you say that, because maybe I should ask my mom and this. Mami, ¿tú sabías que era? No, yo no sabía. I don't know her answer that would be, but I'm figuring, Mom, you knew, right?
Yes. She probably suspected, something.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced that his assistant was something more than his assistant.
And it got me in the part, I don't want to be a spoiler, but when you hear this part, when Willie goes, oh, so the interviewer said, so you're his right hand, and he goes, and his left.
Yeah.
So like, they're together.
Yes.
I really enjoy how Willie said, how people talked about them and whatnot. He goes, pues yo me unto un vaselín por todo el cuerpo y todo
Yeah.
me sala.
¿Qué es eso? Yeah.
What was it? The other one, that he takes a pill called I Don't Care.
Yes. That was the I don't care pill. I thought that was a great analogy of like living life. You don't care what people think, right? And that's the way you live, because one of my big takeaways from Walter Mercado was how he lived happy, like peaceful, and everything was about love, right? And he didn't think that there was anyone in this earth that would harm you. He was full of that abundance, and like you said, con amor and paz, all that little. And so and that's one of the parts I do remember growing up. Like I would see him, mucho amor, but I didn't understand that until I watched it this weekend, that this was his message, right? There should be no hate. There should be only love and peace. And he had a great message. And part of me is kind of sad that I didn't watch him when I was growing up now. But I guess I could watch a rerun somewhere if I really looked it up.
Well, that's why you never got smacked or shushed, because you're like, no. I'm walking away. Ahí está ese hombre.
Que sí que me voy. So on to some other news. I was so sad when I woke up to it. I'm not a celebrity kind of stalker of any kind, but I thought that Kelly Preston and John Travolta were a really pretty couple.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard this morning, but she passed away at the age of 57. That is so
Breast
sad.
cancer. Yeah.
And
I mean, she was not in the limelight, so, you know, I
I
think,
think they kept it out. They kept their marriage out of the limelight.
yes, yes. But John Travolta did a couple movies recently and stuff like that. He kept doing stuff. But she was just such a sweet, and like Jerry Maguire. But I'm much more
Hmm.
a fan of John Travolta. But it's so sad all around because um I believe, I don't have the exact date, but one of his sons passed from a seizure.
Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, I was woken up just like, what? Like,
yeah,
no,
sad.
no. But then you could go to the other extreme and talk about Jada Pickett and what she did this weekend.
Inform me of that one because I don't know how old is the guy. I haven't seen just to talk about it.
So talk about the red real table, right? Like being real. She had this fling, whatever encounter with August, who's a rapper, who's like full of tattoos all over his body. But what I found interesting, I guess this is why it gets real, that she brought it to the table and her husband, Will Smith, was sitting there with her as, I don't know, co-host or guest, asking her like, what really happened? And I thought that was pretty raw, and I thought it was pretty bold. And I didn't watch the whole thing because it was an hour show, but I was totally in shock that someone would be so open about talking about, and they're claiming that they were separated during that time, right? That it was like, you do you and I do me. And so she went and did her thing, and God knows what he did. And so that's what
He's so calm. He's like, whatever you did, that's okay. I ain't saying what I did. he ain't gonna come forward with it. But it was because he leaked it, not because Jada linked it, right? That they were together.
because she chose Will Smith and he got upset, the little kid that he is, and then he leaked the information about their affair or relationship, whichever you want to call it. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, whoa, I was like, caliente, caliente.
I don't know. They've been kind of rocky for a couple of
Yeah.
yeah. So there's something else going on there, but we need to get in the nitty gritty because you know what? Gossip makes your skin, soft. So we look.
You glow with gossip? Boy, I don't know if I got a lot of gossiping to do. No.
Well, another turning point is that I came and I ran into this box that I had of magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, I just can't let go. So if anyone needs magazine, let me know. From 1998.
Mm.
This one in particular is from 09.
Oh, 9.
09. No, embuste. Oh, sí. Es verdad. 09. Latino Lifestyle Magazine. Do you remember this magazine?
What is it called? Latina Lifestyle?
Cafe Latino Lifestyle Magazine.
Can we steal that name? Cafe Latina?
You know what? Well, we're gonna have to go and see their domain because they don't exist anymore.
Mm.
And this magazine. It was from Chicago. A lot of the venues and very interesting articles. I don't know why it stopped, or maybe you're hiding that I couldn't find it at all in the
Maybe.
Yeah, but it was amazing. And then it has like for the foods around the city here in Chicago, or Latino foods, they had papa caché. They talk about papa caché, but for the best jibarito, you know where to go. Ponce Restaurant.
Yes. Well, you have to save those magazines for my yearly vision book exercise if we get out of this COVID.
We are. By next year, we'll be out of here. We're not out of the woodworks yet, but
I'm talking October. Like, remember we did in October, November before the end of the year. But if you save those, maybe I can use those for our in-person vision book. And I got the sweetest text from someone who attended my vision book event and thanking me for igniting sort of what she was deserving of, because she felt she didn't deserve a few things in her life. And now she just purchased this beautiful home, and she put it in her book, and she sent the picture of her book and the letter that she wrote herself that I had them do on that day. And I was so excited. But my point of sharing this is how important it is to put things out in the universe about what you want and what you deserve, because we all deserve big and better and beautiful things in our lives. And I was excited for her.
That is awesome. I do have the vision book. And as a matter of fact, I shared it because with the magazines and putting it out there, like she had the house, so she got the house,
Yes.
So that is just, throwing it into the universe, having it in your purse, carrying it around, and whatever little picture or wording or inspiration or quote, you could just put it in the book. Like I was saying, I have this, but I don't put nothing negative. Everything in there is positive.
Yeah, that's what it has to be.
If you want to write down what bad day you had and get it out of your system and vent, don't put it in the book.
No, that's what you use a journal for.
Yes, this is a happy journal. That the other one's the whatever you want to put in there. They don't want nobody to find.
Talk about negative stuff. Goya. Goya, 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 go away is what they're saying.
Chain, on you.
Wasn't that like, wow?
It was wow.
I have to say, I'm not getting rid of my Goya products because I just went grocery shopping and I stocked up on all that stuff.
Wow, it's just, I'm speechless.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. This product has been in our family since I was, born.
Yes.
Leche, tú sabes. It's like, what are we gonna do? How, feeling betrayed and why, but it is what it is. It is politics, and moving on forward, because si era Goya, tiene que ser bueno.
¿Verdad? Si era Goya, tenía que ser bueno. I don't know. But this is a great opportunity for all those competitors. La Preferida, La Criolla. I don't know. People just started posting all these brands that I have never ever heard of.
Yeah.
On Facebook about do this, do that. Somebody even threw out a recipe how to make a logo. I was like, well, I could do that. I don't need to buy a logo. I could just make my own. So there's some serious competition out there now. So watch out, people. There's going to be some new brands out there.
There is. I also seen, I think it was called Luisa's. Like
a
grandma, brought it into life. Y la nieta lo tiene all over Facebook selling it for her, which I don't think they're in the store, but they are online for sale.
There you go. Well, kudos.
To use.
So anybody out there that's doing these products that is going to be in direct competition with Goya, all I have to say is I want some thick tomato sauce. I don't want that watery thing that doesn't even change my color of my rice when I use it. I want it to be thick. thick tomato sauce.
We're going to have to smash some
tomate
in there. It's a serious topic, and it really hurts. It really hurts. It really hurts. So
everyone has a right to their opinion, and perhaps right, and maybe this administration did something for Goya, which they appreciate, whatever, and putting it out there and stuff like that. But there has been a lot of Latinos are in a position right now of trying to hold their own and protect what they have or their families, and here we have a lot of things that are going wrong. So you do not want to piss off a Latino, and they pissed off a lot of Latinos.
Yes.
I was like, I opened my pantry, like, Goya.
I know. I think I had my last can of black beans. I was like, no.
Oh my, did you see Congressman Luis Gutierrez, how upset he was when he posted his video?
I think a minute longer, I think he would have busted out crying. He was just, you could feel his passion
Yes.
and his hurt. It was like if it was a direct right at him, o una bofeta en la cara.
Yeah, I
So
think you're right. I think you're right.
I
And
felt
then, yeah.
his pain, how he really felt, because he's always been, for the Latinos, for the Mexican community, when in Humboldt Park, he's very active, so he knows
Yes.
what's going on. So we felt his pain, and we'll see what the outcome will be.
So stay tuned. Stay tuned to the Battle of La Goya Goe.
Goya, right? That's what I seen. Hashtag Goya. Oh,
Away, Goya away.
Goya
Which is
away.
pretty cool, whoever came up with that one.
Yeah,
Goya away.
The millennium.
Yes.
Millennium kids.
Como dice Don Francisco, was it? Pa' fuera. Wasn't it?
El Chaka, was it? I don't know, the little midget.
Or is it the little midget? Oh, yes, that's right. When they sang horrible on Don Francisco.
Oh my God, that was funny though.
That is funny. I completely forgot. I just kind of just remember that it was like, pa' fuera.
That was like an 8-hour show.
Yeah, I can't believe that show lasted forever. Forever.
Oh, forever and ever. When it left, it was like when Oprah left. We're like, what are we gonna do without Oprah? I was hurt.
Did I tell you that one on our show one time?
No, you did.
So I got tickets to go on her show, and it was so like, this is the memory that I have for her. And the show was about gambling, so I didn't get a really good show to be in. But when the show ended, she takes off her shoes because she was wearing heels, and she meets you by the door. And so people are walking out. She's saying, and she looked at me. She's like, "Girl, I love your curls." That's what she. My hair when it was long and curly. Like, she spoke to me. She spoke to me. And then my sister-in-law at the time, she was upset because she came in from California to go to the show. And I got to go with her. And then she dressed up. She paid her to get her hair done. And then she's like, she didn't say nothing to me. I was like, because I'm pretty hair, curly hair.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes. I got to see her.
I'm gonna meet Oprah. You'll be my guest.
Sure, I'll actually remind her of our encounter.
Yes, definitely. She'll remember. She's a good sportsman.
She is. I'll put away her curly hair again. It's because you remember me.
I'm gonna tell Oprah. I said, Oprah, you bring Gail, and I'll bring Elizabeth.
That's right.
We'll have our tea.
We'll have our tea for sure, right?
No, le llevamos café Bustelo, y que el café Bustelo no venga a hacer algo, porque si no, ahí sí que
Yeah.
no saca la gota.
Much.
Café Bustelo, sip it.
My husband doesn't really like, he doesn't favor, I'm not going to say he doesn't like, he doesn't favor Café Bustelo. I'm running out of ideas. I have purchased Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Pete's Coffee, Café Bustelo, Que Rico,
yeah,
and Pilon. All these 6 brands have been in our house because every time we have a coffee, we're like, no me gusta, I don't like this, we need another one. I don't know what more, I don't know, I have no idea. I'm lost. Anybody have a suggestion for really good coffee that isn't any of those that I mentioned? Because he won't even drink Café Bustelo anymore. And I don't know what that story, what's that all about?
El Pilón está bueno. My mom likes Pilón. O ahí está compitiendo con Bustelo y el Pilón. But those are expensive.
Pilón?
I think they're more expensive or as expensive as Starbucks coffee.
Well, let me let you in on a little secret. My husband likes Intelligesta. Okay? And that bag of coffee is literally like $12.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you.
That's why I never heard of it. Yo vi el precio y dije, no, ese no.
We don't live in Beverly Hills for no $12 Just a coffee. And give me my Bustelo.
Yeah, and then like I said, I always say, my cafe with my K cup. I get a
Yes.
variety. You have the variety of Cafe Bustelo, so I really like it.
Well, I have a K-cup machine. I got to figure out what's the deal because it doesn't filter the water. I'm sure that it's clogged, but I haven't looked up how to do that. But that's, I love the K-cup stuff too. And I love, so I invest in a special treat Nespresso.
Mm.
And it's not cheap, but this is all it makes is this little cup right here. And this doesn't.
All day.
That what?
It'll last you all day. That's a bullet.
It is a bullet. And this one in particular, well, not really. I like strong coffee. I don't put sugar in my coffee to begin with.
Okay.
So it doesn't really last me that long. I sip it really fast. But I was on this little kick of mine, thinking that I was like living in Spain or that I was too fancy, that every night I was making one of these little cups of coffee and I was drinking it with these little Italian biscotti. And I'm like, there was something about it that I felt like really important or like a badass with my little cup of coffee. I was like, what's up with that?
Did you get to sleep?
Yeah.
Go to sleep?
Coffee doesn't do that to me like it does other people. Yes, I can fall asleep perfectly fine.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
I know. You and a couple other people say that if they drink coffee at night, they can't go to sleep.
Yeah. The McDonald's coffee is like that. Dunkin' Donuts kind of
Really?
I like to drink tea as well. The manzanilla con anís.
Mm.
I think in the night, because you know how I get jittery if I drink coffee at night. So I tried the tea and it's more soothing. And that's the only tea that I could really enjoy. I tried the other one. And my daughter's like, add honey. No. Add sugar. No.
No? Have you tried David's tea?
No.
No. I think you would like that one.
Yeah.
It's in the mall. You get there? Oh, talking about the mall. So with this COVID stuff going on, you know how before it was initially, there was no sanitizer, there was no toilet paper, you couldn't find a mask. Well, now you can't find a soap pump anywhere. So don't throw away your soap pump.
You ordered a soap pump?
No, I didn't order a soap pump. I was listening to the radio this morning when I went to the dentist, and it was saying that there's a shortage of soap pumps now because people are buying soap to wash their hands so much. So if you have a soap pumps around, they said not to sell it or to hold on to it because people are paying a good penny for them. You can get like $25 for a soap pump.
I have a lot of them from Bath and Body.
Put it on eBay.
Yeah, we have those because I get coupons.
Yes.
Do you remember I'm a coupon lady? ¿Quién fue que me llamó que I was cheap? I'm not cheap. I just try to save so I could spend on other things.
I'm with you. I like coupons too. I even subscribe to the crazy coupon lady. She always throws out these little suggestions. But I will tell you, she put one out this week that I did not like. So she was talking about 17 hacks to save, right? And the first one on there, which I thought was like really out there, instead of using toilet paper, to use those cloth towels. And then to put a basket next to your thing. I was like, no. No.
But the thing is that they still do have limits on toilet paper, so you can only walk out of the store with one, not with
What?
2 or 3.
No.
Still limited. No, you're still limited. I just ordered one because I'm like Instacart queen now.
Yes.
So I seen it as a toilet paper, so I put it in there, and then I'm like, okay. My aunt came and brought another pack. She goes, you had some. And I'm like, well, we can never have enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get one.
I can't believe that. So, we have to start stocking up because I'm convinced we're going back and shut down or something again this fall. I am like almost positive that that's going to happen again. And I have no insider secrets whatsoever. I just like seeing what's going on around, and I don't have any toilet paper. Like my toilet paper is gone, so I need to go to the store.
You go to the store and take your son, your husband, your brother,
Yes,
and all get pay separate for rolls of toilet paper.
that's crazy.
No, it is. It's on a serious note. It's stacked up because I went to Walgreens and they only had like one Fantastic, and I don't know if anybody have seen this, but it was with hibiscus on it.
Hmm.
And even the original, and I was just standing there all alone, and I'm like, "That's mine." And I took that home. I haven't found 409, and that I like to use on the stove. So I haven't found my detergents that I like to use.
So do you think that the companies are not producing them, or
They're
they
working on
just
something. They're working on hand sanitizer for all the companies that are, reopening, because that was a shortage on hand sanitizer. And it's important for, like, for example, once the restaurant has one when you walk in, has one, at the end of the counter. We have them all over the place. And plus our employees, so
yeah,
they're working on, they got to concentrate on that hand sanitizer.
we do.
Mask on. Boricua Talks, customers de Ponce, ponte la máscara. Ponte la máscara is very important.
I keep on saying, whatever your belief is, like, it is what it is. It's a virus, right? We know it's a virus. It's kind of like the flu type of thing. We know it spreads. So just do your part to flatten the darn thing so we can get out and have fun.
Exactly.
Because I shifting to this article, I know, see, I say that I don't watch the news, and I don't watch news, but I will get up in the morning and start reading the news. And this poor 30-year-old kid went to a COVID party.
Mm-hmm.
And right before he died, he said he went to the COVID party because he thought that it was a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
And he caught it himself. This is not a hoax.
No.
This is, nobody plays a joke on, people expiring on this planet like the way it's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Masks are cool. I think they're pretty cool to wear now. We don't want to wear them, but you don't have to wear these little disposable ones. Now you can order some really cool ones. So why don't we just all get on the bandwagon, put on those darn things so that we can flatten the curve, because this virus doesn't want to go away.
Mm-hmm.
He likes us out here in the US, so that we can get back to normal. Because, right now I decided I'm not opening my office. We're going to stay remote the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it maybe through March, because I don't want to be out there in the winter anyways. So maybe through March, April of next year, we won't go back to my office, because I'm concerned about my employees who take public transportation.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like, we're at Ponce Restaurant and we want, to stay open, to be serving, but if we have somebody, security at the door telling you to put a mask, why not put a mask? And I say this repeatedly, it's because it hasn't hit home. Don't wait until it hits home, because if you're out there without the mask and you go home to your loved one, your mom, your parents' house, or whatnot, you don't know you have it. You could be the cause of their death. And that's plain and simple. The cause of your parents' death, because you're thinking that you're young, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
But it's sad. And don't wait until it comes to that. Just take care of yourself. Take care of others. If you don't care, well, just put the mask on anyways.
That's right. Take it off when you can.
We care about you. That's why we wear our masks. So.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about, respect for other humans. Well, it was wonderful chatting with you this week. One day we'll come back together too to do our show, but we are now at the end of our show today.
So sad.
I know. Always sad that our show ends so quickly. But we are here. We want everyone to be safe. Be safe, have fun, enjoy the summer, wear your mask, most importantly, and have a lot of coffee during the week. See you next week.
We'll see you y te dejamos con mucho, mucho
amor.